Welcome to Immediate Review, and welcome again to the 2020 Mystery Movie Bag, where we pull a movie out of that hat, or whatever it is, and we watch that movie and review it. Alright, that's my 2 cents.
So here's how it works. We put a bunch of brand new 2020 movies from Netflix, Hulu, and Amazon Prime in this bag. We're going to draw it, and we're going to watch it and review it. If you have any recommendations, please leave them down in the comments below. Hopefully we'll post a list. All the films. The first movie we'll be watching is Big Time Adolescence. Alright, I think this is like a comedy or something. Some of the movies in here are 2019 films that we missed, by the way, but let's get to it. Let's watch Big Time Adolescence. Alright, that was Big Time Adolescence.
Okay, so for a preference, this is I can't remember his name, but it's got the guy from SNL. So it's got him, and he's like kind of an older brother figure to this kid, and it's kind of about them exploring this kind of like drug world through high school and the consequences of that. And kind of a coming of age story type thing, but more of a darker one.
Yeah.
But based as a comedy, very dark humor.
It is a dark comedy, I'd say. So, yeah, basically the brother, or the younger kid looks up to, Zeke?
Zeke, yeah.
Zeke.
Calls himself Zeke.
So the little kid's name is Mo, the older brother's name is Zeke, and basically it's about how Zeke negatively influences Mo through drugs and partying and all sorts of stuff. And it kind of seems like it's trying to be mid-90s a little bit.
It definitely felt like that.
I hate to label it as that. Maybe I just got it in my mind, but it's...
this was like mid-2000s. If instead of mid-90s, like that, it's like, yeah. But this was not written as well as mid-90s was in terms of a direct comparison. Like, I think mid-90s is just overall shot way better. You know, if we're gonna make that comparison, mid-90s I think was both of our favorite movies of what year did it come out? 2018?
Yeah, I think so. But let's talk about this one.
So this one. This one honestly hit close to home.
The whole thing basically was like our high school years, and it was kind of like, it was a mix of like looking back and laughing at ourselves and also kind of cringing.
Yeah.
At just like, God, it's all too familiar. I forgot about that. Like Edward 40 Hands.
Yeah, just shit. Shit like that, and all the references to like the beer pong games and like drinking just ridiculous concoctions of stuff. It's just like replace the like preppy parties with like bits of redneck, and you've got our like right. Where we grew up.
We're not redneck though. They
were, but like.
But anyways.
And so this was like from the perspective like I had a hard time watching this because it was like
really
it was like anxiety inducing, and like it was just very close to home. And growing up where we did, you would see this literally what happens in this movie
on a daily basis.
And to the T, like older brothers doing it with their younger
Whoever
brothers.
Whoever wrote this is experienced. I'll say that. Like, it's realistic. It is.
Yeah.
And it might be realistic to a fault in a way.
Yeah.
I don't know, but
because it definitely made me uncomfortable with and the way that it's written. It kind of presents these consequences, and you expect a choice to be made, and it's like every single time the wrong choice is made. Like,
I actually did like the ending conclusion it came to. We're not going to spoil it, but I liked the kind of final shot. And
it's the nature of that, of living in we'll get to that, but yeah, I just you see that where like a lot of like older people influencing, someone who's younger and bringing them into a world that they might not even want to be
people
in.
selling drugs just to be cool and to get friends.
And when you live in a small town, it's like that's like the
everybody
only,
knows everybody,
and the only thing that's going on for even the
friends
adults is
sleeping
drugs.
with their friends' girlfriends after they just broke up and stuff.
And we get the dynamic in this movie with the parents where he actually has a stable family unit. He has that unit, and he's going against the curve that they're trying to lead him down.
I like the juxtaposition between that, how they would cut back and forth, and the parents. It was interesting, like the parents were both like the antagonists and I guess not the protagonist, but kind of villainous and heroic. Like there are moments where you agree with the parents and there are moments where you don't. And then same with Zeke. There are moments where you're on his side and there are a lot of moments where you're not.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know. I guess this is like a good movie. But like once is enough for me. Like I enjoyed it. It's just like it really is just like reminds me of a part of my life that I'm over with.
Yeah, that we walked away from.
And I can't really explain why, but back to mid-90s, man. Like mid-90s I'll watch over and over again, and that was the same kind of thing where it was a lot like
no, it was, yeah.
I don't know, but what else you got to say about
So this movie kind of it focuses on this kid wanting to be cool essentially, but also he later in the movie it's revealed that that's not actually his like he's trying to follow Zeke's advice because he thinks that Zeke has it like somewhat together.
Yeah.
And then it slowly turns out that he doesn't think that, and the whole reason why they were hanging out becomes really cloudy to me. Like maybe he just did just think he was cool, but now sees that he's just like this deadbeat living in a small town.
At the beginning it talked about how Zeke was the only one who talked to him like
treated him like an adult.
Yeah, like an adult, and
so I can get that.
He viewed Zeke as just someone who is living the dream. And he kind of wanted to live that dream, but at the same time, by near the end of the film, he realizes that may not be all it's cracked up.
Because there's definitely a switch that happens where he veers in a different direction, and I think that's where the movie really shines is that the last just like message that it leaves you with is just. It's like you're left with a kid, trying to better himself and like escape this life, and leaving behind, his past, and it's like that's literally the nature of growing up in a community like that is like you have people who are able to get away.
We still know people who are just doing this as almost like 30-year-olds every single day.
The exact same thing, living in the same town. And it's like, if this movie has any lesson, get out of your hometown. Like, if you're in a shit town, do what you can to get out. And things will get better.
Yeah, it's weird. This is a case where it's just like, I can't. Yeah, I think this is a great movie that I never want to watch again. Because it's, I don't know, as the old saying goes, you watch movies to escape, and it's like there comes a point where I don't want to sit down and watch.
I don't want to escape to my horrible past. but
not always. I don't know, but this one, But good movie overall. I say check it out. I mean, if we were 18, we'd probably like love this movie.
Yeah, and it was funny. Like it
got a lot of big laughs out of me.
I don't really like the guy from SNL. Like I'm not a huge fan of his comedy, but he was genuinely funny in this. Like in the beginning, I was kind of trying to hold back my laughter a bit, and he pulled it out of me. Like
you were trying.
I was trying to watch the movie and just like okay, focus. and yeah, like there were some parts where like I couldn't stop myself from laughing.
I had several big laugh out loud moments, but it still wasn't cinema quality. This is a Hulu original. And I would not be satisfied if I paid to see this in theaters. I would,
it was just kind of, in terms of like a theater film, it's a standard, kind of dark comedy. I can definitely say you won't like it if drugs or alcohol or underage interactions with that make you uncomfortable at all. There's a lot of that.
There's some pedophilia in the movie.
There is. If you're into dark comedies, you don't mind like drugs and swearing and sexual stuff.
Who doesn't?
Go check out this movie. It's on Hulu. And we'll be back.
Let us know what movies we should put in the mystery bag. We'll put all the movies that we have in there down below, and
there's a chance we'll draw any one of them at any time. So
who knows? Could be a complete piece of shit. Could be amazing. Could be a totally competent, good movie like this one. So join us next time.